And now, Bottom Split Theatre.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Bottom Split Theater. We are tonight at USA International Speedway for the Rookie Street Stock Series. My name is Alex Albert, and with me tonight is David Haynes. We're here to cover all the action for you. So the cars are starting to roll out onto the grid. David, will you run us down through the starting lineup?
Absolutely, Alex. So what we've got on pole is Scott Bramlett, followed by Eloy Sagers. They are side by side on our front row. Behind them, Travis Sukup, Tyler Schmidt, Christy Webb, Kyle Dees, Richie Morocco, Veronica Aravalo, Jacob Krupa, Stacey Plumley, Timothy Collins, Logan Calderwood, and towards the end of the field, we've got Chris Ruth, Ethan Matheson, and without a time is Jorge Luis, Michael Gonzalez, Zane Goff, and Jared Buteris.
All right. So quite the field here tonight. 18 cars on the sheet. That's the way it's split out. It's a pretty good sized field. It looks like a few of them might not make the start. Gonzalez, Golf, and Buteris look to be already packed up and out of the paddock. Someone else to keep an eye on is Ethan Matheson. He's got about a 1 second ping right now, racing for the Canada Club out of way north, Yukon Jack, Saskatchewan, maybe up there in Long Knife. But cars are starting to roll now. Another item I mentioned in tonight's race is 3 young ladies trying to make a name for themselves here in the auto racing world. We have Stacey Plumley, Veronica Aravello, and Christy Webb.
Yep,
Christy
and
Webb's
what
gonna be
better
starting
place to do it
fifth
than these cars here, these street stock machines, and this circuit. USA International Speedway here in Lakeland, Florida. We have 40 laps ahead of us. We've had, I think, 15 or 16 cars take to the grid. Let's see how many of them get too far, but looking forward to some good racing. And they've got one more lap before the green flag waves and we get underway for this one.
Yeah, so we see Christy's up there. She's got an orange bumper. The third position car is also a D class, Travis Sukup, who is a veteran of the Bottom Split Theater, but they're surrounded by a bunch of red bumpered rookies. So will be exciting to see how these newcomers handle this start. This is a pretty long race, 40 laps, but should see some exciting racing here under the lights. It's a lot of times we race here during the day, but tonight it's under the lights, and it's almost time for that pace car to pull on in and the 12 car to take control of the field. Scott Bramlett now has control. Flagman has the flag in his hand, and it's waving, and here we go. 12 cars off.
Yeah, you got a good jump, and they're side by side, that 10 car and the 6 car for third place. 10's down low, 6 is trying to go high. But that lead for Scott Bramlett, it's been closed right up by Eloy Sagers, I think. So on for the lead and on for third place as well. They're still side by side back there, Alex.
Yeah, 6 getting way up high into the loose stuff. Sukup able to make a clear move there. Christy Webb coming, trying to get into that 4th position. She's got the inside line. Oh, but a little bit oversteer. Nice save there, Christy. Big slide on entry. Gonna get passed by a few cars here. 3 wide. She's the meat on the backstretch. 14's inside. Oh, 14 slides up. Gets a piece of Christy. Oh, now Christy's up in the dirty stuff. 3 wide again.
Yeah, that was a very ambitious move to go that low, that deep on the brakes. And you saw, I don't think that was Christie's fault. I think the car had, contact. And that's 16, 17 into the wall in front of our number 3 car.
Yeah, that was all in the 16, I think. We'll have to wait till we go back and look at that. But we still got 3 wide battling. 14 deep into the corner. I don't even think he used the brakes. All the way up to the wall. There goes the 7. Through the middle. This is some exciting racing. It's getting down to the end of the season, David, and these boys need to get some points in week 12.
Yeah, exactly. This is effectively the last race of the season before the points are calculated, the prizes are given out, and we move on to season 4 this year. One person to note in the number 4 car, Jorge Luis, no qualifying time, started effectively the back of the grid, making up some places from that 15th. I think going to be scored 10th this time around. Indeed, that's some solid moves from that number 4 car.
And
between the 13 and the 3.
Oh man, that was heavy contact there. Yeah, 3 just got into the 13 there, and yeah, 16 just cleaned him out. Man, but we have a great battle here with the 1, the 14, and the 4. Actually, we have great battles up and down the my screen. There's 3 drivers that aren't in a red box. Oh, and the 1 gets in the wall, hits the 14 in the 4. Oh man, and the 16 is able to wiggle through just like, oh no, and there comes the 3. Oh man, with the patented no lift Smith maneuver right into the door of the 4.
Oh, not been the race for Christy Webb, who got a contact earlier and then just did not no heads up driving with that one. Ends up on her roof.
Wow, cars flying everywhere. That's amazing. Man, we're 7 laps into this. Starting lap 8, our leader, Scott Bramlett, he's out front in the clean air. It's been a wild ride behind. Travis Sukup really running strong. Just got a little touch of the wall there on the exit of turn 2, but got the 2 Florida boys running up front.
Well, I guess that's some home pavement advantage for those guys. Maybe they know better than someone else, or maybe it's just down the road from home. Who knows? But I guess those guys are running well, and good for them. I think our closest battle would probably be between the 17 and the 6th for 8th place, wouldn't it? It's Logan Calderwood in the number 17, and behind him Tyler Schmidt in the number 6. And that's not as close, but it's still our closest cars on track as far as I can see. Has someone just blown an engine out there, Alex?
I smell something in the air. I'm not sure if that's just Lakeland or if someone's popped a motor. I don't see anyone here on the front stretch in front of me.
I don't think love is in the air. It must be engine oil indeed. It's a short track like this, wherever you are, you can, if an engine pops, you'll hear it, you'll know about it.
But these are street stocks. They're not the multi-million-dollar big teams. These guys, some of them are arriving on an open trailer and, you know, pulling these motors out of old cars. Wow, as we see a big slide by the 16 into the pit road. Nice save. But yeah, like I was saying, some of these cars, some of these engines might be a little bit worn. Got some old rings, a little blow past. But as we see the 17 there, oh, and he gets into the 5, trying to lap him. Oh no, that was a pass for position. And the 17 gets into the 5, lets the 6 get on by. Here comes the 13 into the 17. Oh man, the 17 learned something there, how not to get all the way turned around. 13 got the worst into that. 17's in the wall again here as they're about to get lapped, it looks like, by the leader.
Yeah, is there anyone who can make a clean pass here tonight? We've seen too many people just too late on the brakes, or, you know, expecting the other car to go higher than they did and contact made. I'd be very, very careful if I was our leader, Scott Bramlett. He goes to the inside on the 17 and lets him through, but that has let Travis Sukup get very, very close, and it's spicy for the lead once again.
Right, I think there's something wrong with the 17, but let's keep our eyes on the lead here as they're trying to work on the 4, but the 4 is no slouch. He's got pretty good pace, and like I said, there is something wrong with 17, a little half spin there. But now the 12 right on the 4's bumper, getting down in the corner here. Travis Sukup looking on from only about 0.3 of a second back.
Yeah, Scott Bramlett's still not through. This number 4 car, that's Jorge Luis from Brazil. He's holding up our leaders a little bit. He holds the low line. Scott Bramlett tries to get a run high, but that hasn't worked. You wonder at what point Jorge will realize that he's not helping himself or anyone else out there right now. But the only thing that is helping is this lead pack get even closer. Travis Sukup now only maybe a car length back.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain. I think Luis is running his line. He's being very predictable. He's giving plenty of room to the outside. He's just forcing the guys to go the long way around. And no one says that you had to give up the preferred line. Oh, he did push up there just a bit, but no contact, no foul, as we see side by side for the lead. Travis Sukup getting the fender in there.
this sort of paperclip shaped track, I think that lower line is definitely preferential. It's harder to get a good run on the high line, but our leader should be able to do it on a lap car. Just, go a bit deeper on the brakes, make it pointier towards the end, get on the throttle early enough, and you should be able to get around, which looks like you might do this time. What's Travis Sukup going to have to do to get past that number 4 and keep the lead battle spicy?
Well, if Jorge's going to be fair, he's going to make Travis work him the same way that he did our leader of Scott Bramlett. So make them both go around the outside. I feel like if he does that, then he's being fair.
All the while, that number 2 of Richie Morocco, we haven't spoken too much about him so far, but now he's in 3rd place and could be right in here for the lead now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, and Jorge might have slid up in front of Travis just a bit there. Looked like it scared Travis into the wall. Travis deep into the corner that time, ready to make the move stick, not messing around anymore with Jorge.
Jorge got a bit of the apron there, and that has let Scott Bramlett and Travis Sukup through. Bold move from Richie Morocco, goes down low, breaks deep, but has made it work. So he's made this traffic work to his advantage, and it's no more than a second separating our top 3.
Right, it's going to be halfway this time by. Let's go ahead and run down through the field. We got our leader, Scott Bramlett. Behind him by about a half a second, Travis Sukup. In 3rd place, Richie Morocco, about 1.2 seconds back that last time by the line. The next car on track is a lapper, but just a little ways back, 4 seconds behind the lead pack is Eloy Sagers. Nice strong run. Stacy Plumley up there in 5th position. She's about 10 seconds off the lead, but she is the first female in the race. Very strong run by Stacy. Maybe get some of that women's initiative money from Mazda after the race. Tyler Schmidt is your 6th place runner. He's about 21 seconds back, just half a straightaway or so in front of our leaders. Let's get back to that lead pack as we see Richie Morocco starting to put the moves on Travis Sukup.
Yeah, the front 2 started to get away, but then maybe they've been spooked by that traffic, because the last maybe 5 laps, the raciest looking car has been Richie Morocco. He cleared through that traffic really well, and now he has not let Travis Sukup get away from him. Richie Morocco is looking at taking 2nd place, and Scott Bramlett is not cantering away in the lead either. Very high run there from Travis Sukup, and Richie Morocco gets underneath, doesn't get the exit out of the corner, but he was they were too wide for a second there, and Richie Morocco in that yellow car looking very racy.
Right, yeah, I've had my eyes on the timing screen. In the last 3, 4, 5 laps, Richie Morocco's consistently been the fastest car on the track. That last lap, it's going to be Tyler Schmidt, but I feel like Richie was probably being held up by Travis Sukup there.
Well, we saw how he cleared Jorge Luis, that he's not afraid of making a bold move and trying to make it stick on the low line is Richie Morocco. So if he gets a good run at Travis Sukup, I don't think he'll hold back, that's for sure. With, what do we got, 14 or so laps to go, it's still all up for grabs.
Yeah. Yep. As Scott Bramlett is able to sneak away just a little bit, as Sukup continues to fall back towards Morocco. So Richie Morocco making a move down into turn 1. I think he's going to make it stick coming off of 2. Travis Sukup, just nothing doing.
Yeah, maybe some front tire wear. We said 40 laps is a reasonably long race. That's enough time to heat up these tires and maybe wear them down a little bit. Travis Sukup has gone from being quick early in the race, just not being able to get the car slowed down and turned. That looks like the front right tire is just given up on his car. And Richie Morocco is getting away, and once again going to have to lap Jorge Luis. It's a leader of Scott Bramlett has gotten through, and now it's Richie Morocco's turn to see if in the next 10 laps he can close it down and maybe take the win.
Yeah, I think Jorge being there is definitely going to make things tougher for him, but A very fast entry into the corner. Got a bit of oversteer. Oh, and the 2 cars slipping and sliding off of 2. Here comes Sook Up on the inside. Sook Up door to door and clears him, getting into 3.
Yeah, Richie Morocco trying to make me look silly because we've been talking him up, and he's quick now, but that was just must have got in very, very hot. A lot of oversteer, big slide all the way through the corner, just wiping off all of his speed, and he lost a lot of time to that one, maybe a second and a half compared to his best lap.
Right, I think that might have been the move of the race. It's going to be 10 to go next time. Anything could happen. These guys could get up there and win the race, but I think it's going to take a mistake out of the leader. So these guys probably know that. Oh, and we see a pop motor.
Oh, hey, Louise, and who was that? Timothy Collins giving
a
bump, and they're on the racing line, and there's contact. Richie Morocco bumps Timothy Collins around. Timothy Collins was very, very slow on the racing line. That must have put Richie out.
Yeah, well, I don't think Richie had anywhere to go. It looked like he was on the brakes, but the 13 was just moving so slow. Richie had nowhere to go, gave him a little punt, and then got back on the throttle. The race is still on. No cautions here in Ricky Street Stocks.
No, if we had cautions, we wouldn't get a green lap in. So that's a sensible way to run these races. And it makes the racing exciting, and you've got to be on it all race long.
All right, so this is probably our best race right here. 4-second. Oh, and as I say that, Sook Up into the wall, coming out of 4. Well, that really mixes things up and is going to let the 2 car slip away here, I believe.
That's what I've been saying, is that 10 car just looked really, really pushy in the last maybe 15 or so laps. Just maybe the driver behind the wheel not letting the car turn quite as freely, putting maybe too much brake, carrying too much speed in, or getting on the throttle too early, and just wearing that front right tire down.
Someone who's not having any trouble maintaining their pace, though, is our leader, Scott Bramlett. Still doing 24.3s. That's about 6/10 faster than second place. So he's really starting to open it up now. Got the gap out over 5 seconds.
You just put the lap on 6th place car number 6, Tyler Schmidt, and from there, looking pretty racy.
All right, so it's going to be 5 to go. Scott Bramlett's your leader. Second place, 5 seconds back, is Richie Morocco. The gap's opening up a little bit. Travis Sook Up is in 3rd.
Tiny bit of door banging there between our leaders, Bramlett.
Oh, wow, Travis Sook Up is on pit road. Now, Eloy Sagers, who oversteered through turns 1 and 2, down into the grass, now going again. Number 9 card. Going down the backstretch, about 12 seconds behind the leader. Stacy Plumley might, another turn like that, and Stacy Plumley will be up there with Eloy. Stacy Plumley running 4th, last car on the lead lap.
And up 6 positions from where she started, we must say that. She's doing very well to be up there in 4th place with what was probably not the best qualifying performance.
Yep, and that reminds me, we have not mentioned the Dick Insider Hard Charger of the Race Award, and that's going to be Ethan Matheson. He's in 6th place. He's up 8 positions. Ethan racing from a long way away, all the way up in Long Knife, Saskatchewan, Regina, Canada.
Yeah,
I think that's a couple places.
Yeah, those are all places in Canada where Ethan Matheson is from. And starting in 14th place would have been the last car with a qualifying time. So then up into 6th place is up 8 places. And that is our Dick Insider Hard Charger as things stand at the moment. When our leader, Scott Bramlett, crosses the line now, it will be white flag in the air, Alex.
Right, the starter has the white flag in his hand, waving furiously. Scott Bramlett, the 12 car, out of the Florida club. Have to believe maybe sleeping in his own bed was the key to success. You know, those road games, as they say, are a little harder than the home ones. So Scott Bramlett coming through 3 and 4. And on to the front stretch, he's going to be your winner, Scott Bramlett. Second
From
place
pole
tonight
to the win, Scott Bramlett. Well done.
Yeah, Richie Morocco, second place. Good run, Richie. And coming out of 4 right now is Eloy Sagers to round out our podium. And it looks like Stacy Plumley will round out the lead lap. Congratulations, Stacy. So we saw some great racing. Not the cleanest racing we've seen all season, but definitely some exciting racing.
Yeah, and a lot of traffic management as well from our leaders. A short track like this, obviously, when you come up on traffic, you come up on it pretty quick. So dealing with that, I think, was very, very critical. For quite a bit of the race there, it looked like Richie Morocco might have had the pace, but Scott Bramlett was just more consistent through the traffic. And even though Richie Morocco made some gains, got up some positions, just didn't quite have it in him to take the win tonight, I don't think.
Yeah, but that's racing, and I hope everyone will come back and join us later tonight for the road racing showcase. But that's it for tonight from USA International, where we saw some great racing. I'm Alex Albert. He's David Haynes. This is Bottom Split Theater. Join us again soon. Good night.